Hello, this is Biam Ronald, and I thank you for meeting with me today. Today, I'll be presenting the completed cloud infrastructure build for the organization. So, this presentation will take you through each phase of the deployment and explain how requirements were met, and then demonstrate how the environment was designed for security, scalability, and reliability. So because my credits expired, I'll just use a presentation. I'll not be going to Azure to show you the deployments. I'll just use the presentation, and we are going to see what we did in our infrastructure. Yeah, so this project involved building a complete cloud environment using Microsoft Azure. The objective was to design an enterprise-ready infrastructure that supports multiple departments, protects data, enforces access control, and ensures operational stability. The implementation was divided into structured phases: identity configuration, storage deployment, virtual machine creation, network design, and finally backup and monitoring configuration. Each phase was built with security and best practices in mind. So we're going to see identity and access configuration. The first phase focused on identity management using Microsoft Entra ID. 3 security groups were created to represent the organization's department: sales and marketing, engineering, and customer success. 30 users were created and assigned to their respective groups. A separate executive account was created for the CEO and assigned administrative privileges. So this structure ensures that permissions can be managed efficiently using group-based access rather than assigning permissions individually. So we're going to see the storage architecture. In the second phase, secure storage infrastructure was deployed. 3 storage accounts were created, 1 for each department. So each storage account contains 2 file shares representing storage volumes for department servers. Access to each storage account was restricted using the role-based access control. Only the assigned department security group was granted access. So this design ensures that department data is isolated and protected from unauthorized access. Next, we are still seeing storage security access design, and as I was explaining, department only access policies applied, no cross-department visibility permitted, and the role assigned was the storage file data assigned share contributor, which ensures secure data isolation and controlled collaboration. So we are going to see the virtual machine deployment. So the third phase involved deploying compute resources. 6 virtual machines were created in total, with 2 assigned to each department. Each department servers were deployed in the same region to optimize performance and minimize latency. Separate resource groups were used for each department to improve organization and management, and each virtual machine was configured with administrator credentials, networking, and secure login permissions. So you can see that we had login rights assigned using intra-security groups. Only department members could access their servers, and cross-department login items were blocked. So, yeah. So now we are going to the network architecture. So we designed virtual networks with segmented subnets, implemented structured IP address schemes, and yeah, so as you can see that separate virtual networks and subnets were created for each department. Each subnet was assigned a specific IP address range. The design simulates VLAN segmentation in a traditional network environment. It ensures that servers can communicate within their department but remain isolated from other departments. So the network security groups were also applied to enforce the traffic rules. So now we are seeing the network security validation. So to confirm the network was configured correctly, validation tests were performed. Each server receives an IP address automatically using a ZDNS system. Servers can successfully communicate with other servers inside the department. However, attempts to connect to servers in other departments failed, confirming that isolation rules were working correctly. So this demonstrates that the network segmentation and the security policies were implemented successfully. So we can see the backup strategy. So to protect data and ensure business continuity, a backup solution was implemented. A centralized recovery vault was created to store backup sanctuary. The backup policies were configured to run automatically on a scheduled basis. So these backups create restore points that allow systems to be recovered if data loss, corruption, or failure occurs. Automation ensures backups run consistently with natural intervention. So I have the part of the monitoring configuration and alerts. So in addition to the backups, monitoring was enabled to track system health and performance. Monitoring tools collect metrics such as the CPU usage, the memory consumption, disk activity, and the network traffic. This provides a real-time visibility into system performance and allows administrators to detect issues early before they affect users. You can see the validation. Yeah. So we can also talk about the alerts before we go to the validation, alerts and logs. So alert rules were configured to notify administrators if abnormal conditions occur. For example, the alerts can trigger when the CPU usage becomes too high, or the storage runs low, or the server becomes unavailable. System logs were also enabled. Logs record activity and events, which helps troubleshooting, auditing, performance analysis. So together, alerts and logs ensure the proactive system management. We have the validation of the final environment. So after all components were configured, the environment was validated. Verification included confirming that users exist and are signed correctly. The storage is accessible only to authorized groups. The virtual machines are running properly. Network rules are enforced. Backups are active, and monitoring is collecting data. So this validation step ensures that the system meets all the requirements and operates exactly as intended. So you are going to see the business value that was attained through this cloud infrastructure. We consider this infrastructure provides strong business value. It protects company data, ensures secure access, improves system reliability, and enables rapid recovery if the failure failure occurs. The environment is scalable, meaning new users, servers, or departments can be added easily in the future. And we can see that overall the system is designed to support growth while maintaining security and performance. So in conclusion, the project successfully delivered a fully functional cloud infrastructure environment, identity management, storage systems, compute resources, networking, backups, and monitoring. They were all implemented according to the best practice, and the environment is secure, organized, resilient, and ready for production use. So thank you for watching.